Last time I played Pokemon Conquest, we took over Ignis and had 2 more kingdoms pop up on the radar for us to try and take over. I do decide to start off with Greenleaf, the grass type kingdom, especially after we've recruited some fire type guys from Ignis already. We arrive in Greenleaf with the squad rolling deep and are greeted by Motonari and his army. We're challenged to a battle to settle who is going to become the new warlord of the kingdom. But this time the battle is slightly different. Instead of having to just wipe out every Pokemon and that being the end of it, there are 3 flags spread across the battlefield, and the first team to claim all 3 will be the winner of the battle. This battle takes forever. None of that Pokemon really give us much of a problem, and having our boy Darumaka makes this whole thing a cakewalk, and we decided to take over the right side of the map before retaking mid and sending everybody over to the last flag. This whole challenge took about 10 minutes to do, with Sawaddle clinging on to that last flag for dear life at the end. We ended up taking over Greenleaf with very little troubles, but also with very few turns left. And as soon as we were done taking over Greenleaf and making ourselves comfortable, we were off to Fontaine to take those guys out too. Nobody is safe from the reign of Aurora. I really liked Fontaine's battle arena. You had these gates that you could open and close to stop the water flow, so non-water type Pokemon could actually cross over and actually attack Motochica's army on the other side. Another 10 minutes later and we become the new rightful warlord of Fontaine, and Motochica runs off somewhere, and Wooper didn't want to join our team, which is kind of sad. Would have quite liked having a Wooper, but no. Once we'd done that, we were told a little bit of the lore surrounding the Ransei region, where if a singular warlord were to gain control of all of the kingdoms in the region, they would be able to harness the power of the very Pokemon who created the region. We were told of another warlord who had set out on his quest to achieve just that. His goal is to conquer all of the kingdoms in the region and then use the legendary Pokemon to destroy it. We are then given access to 3 more kingdoms that we can attempt to take over and convince to join our army. The next kingdom we've decided to enter is Violite, an electric type kingdom. But before we do that, we managed to recruit 2 new guys with a Charmander and a Tepig, both very cool Pokemon, and then we are ready to actually attack Violite. This battle was easily the hardest battle we have faced so far. With electric shocks that strike when a Pokemon steps on the button, and electric types that could just sit in the lightning, making Darumaka probably the strongest Pokemon on the squad right now, apart from Eevee, not really able to do anything. So this one was difficult, but we made it through successfully, becoming the Warlord of Violite as well, and we are storming through these kingdoms. I was expecting one of the other kingdoms to actually try and attack us at this point, but nobody has so far, so that's nice. And once we have taken over Violite, we get reminded that we are allowed to delegate tasks to other people around the kingdoms to complete for me. I have no idea how long this takes. I've told a guy to recruit more people and he hasn't done it yet. So I don't know. I don't know when exactly I get those new people. I don't know when the guy training the Pokemon gets stronger. I don't know. And I decided on this stream that the final kingdom I was going to stomp my way through was going to be Chrysalia, a grass type kingdom. This one was really cool because there were like these ball things that fell all over the battlefield at the start, and you could hit them to push them and potentially hit other enemies on the field. I found it fun, but the AI didn't really seem to ever touch any of them, even though it's their kingdom. But throwing a bunch of grass types against all of our fire guys didn't really seem to work too well for them. And without too much trouble other than falling into a bunch of traps, we basically took over the kingdom. Now that we've overtaken every other kingdom though, what I am worried about is the next one, Pugillis. My starter is Eevee, and they are very weak to mons like Machop. And also, so is Jigglypuff. So I have to figure out how we're going to go about taking these guys out, just so we don't lose our guys straight away. I could probably just send in a bunch of fire types and be fine, but I want to be involved, you know? But so far, that is as far as I've got. I've really been enjoying this game, and if you've been enjoying watching me play it, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you all in the next one.